Dean Scuffaletti takes the Illawarra Steelers out. A tremendous home and away record. 10 times they've played here at the Steelers Stadium for 9 victories in 1992. Is it any wonder that they're lying third on the Winfield Cup Premiership ladder coming into the semi-finals? Let's have a look at their side for tonight. Riolo is the fullback, Wishart and Girdler. Well, Girdler will play centres with Fritz, Talls on the wing. Then it's Simon and Neil, Cross, Pinchinelli, Goldspink, Dunn, Waddell and Scuffaletti. So we wait now for the Broncos, the minor premiers, raging hot favourites, taken out by Alan Langer. And a sprinkling of Broncos fans here at a windswept Illawarra Steelers Stadium. Very, very cold as we look at their side for tonight. And Julian O'Neill at fullback, Savage and Curry are the wings, Morganson and Johns the centres, Walters and Langer the halves, Matterson, Can, Gilmeister, Allen, Lazarus and G make up the forward division. John Simon is at 5/8 tonight, and there's the kick-off. Julian O'Neill sending it down. Simon was the man that fielded it. Cross is the man that runs it. And they're 15 away from their own line. Peter Sterling and Paul Vautin join me.
And this is a good opportunity for John Simon to once again display his wares. He's come into the side, into the 5/8 position, which has pushed Dale Fritz into the centres. And they are playing with quite a stiff breeze behind them, Illawarra, in this first half. John Simon is just the man to capitalise.
And I'd expect Simon tonight, Peter, at the 5/8 spot, as we see a penalty. First penalty of the match goes to the Steelers for holding down the play of the ball. But I would expect Simon to do a lot more running tonight.
Well, I think if he's going to battle his way back into the semi-final first team, that's exactly what he's got to do. He's a much more dangerous player when that happens. Glenn Lazarus there, the man penalised for the Brisbane team. So Illawarra will have possession well in the Brisbane half. This first set of 6 early in the game.
You're in for a tremendous night of rugby league right here on 9. This match will be followed by the final between Fairfield Patrician Brothers and Harristown State High of Toowoomba in the final of the Commonwealth Bank Cup. So stay with us right through the night. Ball played by Can. Langer now. Chris Johns trying to make the break. But that's the end of the tackle count. The Steelers get a quick play of the ball. Scuffaletti works out. Centre of the ground. He's flung to the turf there.
And the value of Michael Neal was again illustrated there on the last tackle. He got through on Alan Langer. Langer looked to pick up a man outside him, didn't have time to get the kick in. Illawarra got the ball, last tackle, in good field position.
Heavy stuff on Waddell. Scuffaletti for Neil. Bad pass, mongrel of the ball. Simon. Pulled back by Gilmeister. Now it's Neil. This is Billy Dunn. 5 tackles gone. Simon sending it pretty much down into that left-hand corner. O'Neill eventually harnessed there by the Steelers down in that bottom corner. Savage.
We've seen teams this year really capitalise on the home ground advantage, and this may sound a little bit strange, but when you train on the ground and play on it consistently, you do get a feel for the ground. That was what John Simon's kick looked like there. He knew just how hard he had to kick it. He's done that plenty of time here on the Steelers Stadium, and he was able to keep the ball from going dead in the in-goal area and put pressure on Brisbane.
Scuffaletti away for Dunn. Runs very strongly in possession of the ball. Just into Broncos area, 5 gone. John Simon is with it. Uses the grubber down inside the 22. Julian O'Neill has lost it. Simon can't pick it up. It'll be a knock-on. It's a penalty. Penalty to the Steelers.
What's the incident here? As O'Neill goes down, one of the Steelers players taken out. It's O'Neill there, but look, Simon had knocked the ball on. I don't know how he could be penalised for holding Simon off the ball. Sterlo. Well,
that's certainly the ruling, isn't it? John Simon, who put the kick through. I thought Julian O'Neill should have attacked the football. I know it's difficult when you've got your own players coming back and Chase is coming through.
Keeps it low, hits the upright, goes through. It's a goal, all right.
Oh, it's been the world's worst kick, but it's gone over. Off the left-hand upright.
27 minutes gone, and the Steelers lead 2 points to 0. See it again. Watch the touch judges. They don't know what's happened. And all of a sudden, they both put their flags up in unison. Scoreline repeating, Illawarra 2, Brisbane yet to score.
Well, that kick nearly hit both uprights there.
What's that called, a cannon? Wishart Plath. This is Morrissey on the field for Goldspink. Woodell. Walters and Johns trying to make the tackle. Neil now cutting out Pinchinelli, finding Cross. There's the chant going up for the Steelers now. This is their very own Lang Park these days. They've attracted big crowds, and they are absolutely jam-packed in here tonight. Scipiletti. That's too big off the boot of Dean Scipiletti.
Yes, John Simon found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time there. He was the dummy half. Marcus put some pressure on, picked up Scipiletti, who had to come back to his good foot, and unfortunately put it over the sideline.
Gilmeister. Gavin Allen. Langer with a long ball from his dummy half. And now for Walters. Walters lets one go. Johns picks up O'Neill. Brought down 25 out from the line. Lazarus.
Paul, you get the impression that the Broncos are just a little bit flat in attack. I don't mean not putting the effort in, but actually physically not standing deep enough.
Yeah, they seem to be. What they're doing, they're corridoring in the ball up the field, which means they're taking a ruck 10 metres one side of the field of the ruck, and then one as Langer has a go at it. But that's well fielded by Riolo, and then the other ruck, next ruck they take out is 10 metres the other side of the ruck. So they're making it easy for the Illawarra defence. They're really not doing much with the ball at this stage.
30 minutes gone. Illawarra 2, Brisbane yet to score. Let's go down to the sideline while this dropout is taken by John Simon. Tony Ray.
Sterlo, you were right on the mark when you mentioned Goldspink suffering from a sore shoulder from the Glenn Lazarus charge. He did have a sore shoulder. He's gone in. He's having a bit of a rest. He's sitting on the bench now. He might take further part in the game.
O'Neill taking it back to the 32-metre line. To the blind side for Gilmeister. Swarmed over there by Fritz and also by Dunn. Matterson now for Andrew G. 22 metres away from the line. Gavin Allen with a roll on. Straight through. Gets it away from Matterson. Matterson. Does he get it down? No try.
Looks like he's got him for a knock on there. That appeared to be the ruling. Great work there from Gavin Allen. Went straight through the heart of the Illawarra defence. Picked up Terry Matterson, who looked as though he was going to score. There he is trying to get the ball out. No, he has dropped it. Great decision.
Yeah, good decision by the in-goal touch judge on that occasion, unlike last week, where they got the benefit of the doubt when Kevy Walters scored a try, but good decision by him tonight.
As we continue now, Matterson for Langer. Langer with the grubber, again Riolo a fraction deep, but he did well, David Riolo. Away for Neil, now for Girdler, out for Pauls.
Paul went forward.
McCallum has ruled forward.
I can't disagree with the decision. We had a very good view of that one. It was right in front of us. I thought the ball went forward. This is the pass.
Ah, yes, no question about it. Gilmeister fading from right to left, and then a bad pass. Morganson comes away. He's going backwards to try and come forward. But Neil Pinchinelli picks him up. Plath now across the face of Ryan. Kicked by O'Neill over the top. Was he felled late? Yes, he was. Penalty goes to Brisbane. Chance for the equaliser, or will they take it? Makes a good run. 15 metres away from the line now. Plath, Langer, Walters, Johns. Johns is through, heading for the line and puts it down. Brisbane get the first try of the game.
And just came down to a missed tackle by one of the Steelers players out wide. Scipiletti it was the man. who let Johns get on the outside of him, being a brave decision to take the tap. And just look there, Johns got on the outside of Skiffaletti, who couldn't foot it with him for pace. And Johns, he's a great finisher of a try.
20 metres out, 10 metres in from touch. Hooked it too much, no goal. Brisbane, though, in the lead now. 4 points to 2, just in front of half-time. Ball played by G. Matterson gives it away. Put on the boot there and kicked ahead by Walters. Long run for Riolo. Savage is coming fast. Riolo stands him up and gets back into the field of play.
Oh, that's sensational stuff from Riolo. Savage had him covered all the way, but Riolo, the neat step, and that was brilliant play by him, and Wishart carries it on with a good run from dummy half.
I read with interest today that Alan Langer and the Walters brothers are about to launch their own recording of the actual Broncos song. So that will make for interesting listening.
Turn it up there, Nickam. Oh.
Would I lie to you as O'Neill comes back? The siren has sounded. O'Neill takes the tackle. Referee McCallum acknowledges that he heard it the second time. And Brisbane, they go to the break leading Illawarra by 4 points to 2. Keep in mind the Breeze will be with Brisbane in the second half. Just the one try was scored. Well, that was scored by Chris Johns close to half-time. Prior to that, Rod Wishart kicked a penalty goal. And at half-time, Brisbane 4, lead Illawarra 2.
But the lucky break there, Broncos not doing anything on that last tackle. That'll disappoint Bennett. As Wishart, we've seen him do it time and time again tonight. He's a great player, making many metres from the dummy half area.
It seems as though Wishart is fully recovered from that hamstring that plagued him through the year. He's got all the old zest back, making dummy half runs. Simon puts it down inside the 22 line for Julian O'Neill. Bumps away from Neil, coughs up possession. Girdler's got it for Illawarra. 20 metres out. Skiffaletti. Dunn. 12 out from the line. Skiffaletti. Away from Riolo. Pincinelli. Langer went in with that tackle that has come under scrutiny. Petey goes in with the arms first. Cross to Neil. Back inside for Skiffaletti. Space. 12 metres out from the line.
Brisbane not coming up on the other side of the ruck when the play goes one way. Illawarra will hurt them if they continue that. John Simon just running out of support, flicks one out the back. Riolo keeps it alive.
To Skiffaletti to grab up. Dunn is in pursuit. The big man. Oh, he missed it. I don't know. I think it's a try.
Well,
yes, it is.
Let's have a look at this one. I thought Dunn missed the football, and I thought the man trailing him actually knocked on. The in-goal touch judge was again consulted. Interesting this one, Ravs, 43rd minute. Illawarra 6-4 with a kick to come.
Well, this man has made the decision, the in-goal judge. I've got a feeling Billy Dunn misses the ball completely, and the follower gets a hand to it.
Well, Dunn's missed it, and there's a knock-on. No try. I can't believe, again, the in-goal touch judge, not obscured by players, has made another blue.
Well, how far away is he? About 4 inches? He's kidding this bloke. It's not the same bloke as last week, is it?
Well, they both knocked on, if you look at it closely. Now, Matterson has been sent to the sin bin.
I think lots of the Broncos players had something to say about this decision, and why wouldn't they? They must be very upset about it. The Steelers supporters are happy. They've had some luck. But in the fair dinkum department, this bloke at the back here, they should tip him straight out in the sea. Wollongong Ocean, whatever it is out here. There he is.
The Wollongong what?
Whatever it is. Have a look at him.
It's been called the Pacific since Captain Cook. Wollongong Ocean.
Well, a geography lesson there from Paul Vautin. There's a conversion about to be taken. But at fair dinkum did take 5 minutes before someone finally forced the ball. Wollongong Ocean.
How would you miss it? How dead set would you miss it?
Wishart has got the attempted conversion. Well, can't believe it. Wishart gets the 2. Well, the tail of the tape is a try that wasn't a try. They've got a bloke sent to the sin bin, Matterson, for 10, and Wishart gets the extras. 8-4 in favour of Illawarra at the 45th minute.
And I guess the only saving grace from this no try, there's Bill Dunn. That's a knock-on. That's the second knock-on. There's the ball finally forced by Ryan Girdler. But as I say, the only saving grace is the fact that this game really, with the composition of the final five, doesn't mean too much. It's not as though some team is going to miss the five or miss out on a top three spot.
Well, that bloke, he'll be in goal touch judging in Alice Springs next week in the third grade comp.
They don't have them there.
That'll be up near the Darwin Ocean.
Waddell to play it.
Ayers Rock Lake.
Away from Schiffoletti for Pincinelli. Well, now I'm getting some advice from downstairs that maybe there's a question mark on the conversion attempt of Rod Wishart. There's a feeling that he missed the kick at goal. Let's have a look at it if we can. Watch it. Watch it.
Oh, he's missed it.
Well, he's missed the kick at goal.
Oh, no.
Oh, tipped a lot of them in the Wollongong Ocean, a lot of them.
But the goal has gone on the board. It's 8-4 in favour of Illawarra. Saturday night, tomorrow night, stay with us for more rugby league. Penrith versus Gold Coast. As Bill Dunn makes a break. Walsh is with him. Oh, great run by Billy Dunn.
And did the right thing, hanging onto that ball. His supports were covered. Now there's a chance on the right.
Neil, long ball. Pincinelli juggles the ball. Simon for Neil. Riolo's coming up. Race for the ball. Beautifully covered by Tony Curry.
Oh, that was vintage Tony Curry then coming from the right wing. He covered that situation beautifully. Unfortunately for the Broncos, he couldn't get out of the in-goal.
Ball played by Britton. This is Walsh. Young colt from the northwest of New South Wales. Neil fading from right to left for Girdler. 18 metres out from the line. Neil again. Schiffoletti out at second receiver. Oops-a-daisy. Play on, says McCallum. Steelers, 10 metres out. Simon out for Britton now. Taken on by Morganson and Matterson. 5 tackles gone. Simon goes to the blind side. The kick came off one of the Broncos who didn't play at the ball. It's play on, and the referee McCallum will bring it back.
Drive this football down and take advantage of the breeze that they are enjoying this second half.
From Neil, it's come to Simon. Simon kicks for his outside men. Riolo goes fast, but Savage takes the ball and into touch. Golden opportunity coming up for the Steelers. Pat Savage has hurt his knee. Neil for Simon. Wishart from the blind wing. Tries to run over the top of them. 15 metres out from the line. Simon for Schiffoletti. Switch of play. Neil. Dunn. Dunn gets away from Gilmeister. Oh, Pincinelli.
Forward pass, he got him for forward anyway, but that was smart play by the Steelers because Savage is still down. They haven't sent a man on to replace him.
Matterson. Walters. Long pass for Johns. Inside ball, O'Neill. Tries to get it away. Picked up by Morganson. 5 gone. Walters from dummy half. And a penalty goes to the Broncos. Smart play by Walters.
And 10 in the bin for the Illawarra player. Looks like it's Les Morrissey. He's got 10.
They're 10 metres out from the line. Langer away for Gilmeister. Plath is with him. Gilmeister gets it away for Morganson. It's try time. Try time for the Broncos. Morganson gets the try.
And a fancy little bit of footwork there to run the ball in under the post to make an 8-all score line, about to be 10-8. Trevor Gilmeister, nothing was on. Alan Langer had trouble picking up a player there. Gilmeister actually being driven back in the tackle. Morganson runs the angle, and then the big right footstep on David Riolo. Some evasion there.
He's got this kick from right in front. Just 10 metres out. And Matterson adds the extras for the Broncos. They now lead by 10 points to 8 at the 65th minute of Friday night football. 30 metres away from the opponent's try line. Langer.
There's
Last tackle.
That corridor work that Paul Vautin was talking about, hitting up both sides of the ruck, Brisbane. The Steelers not coming up as quickly. Now the little kick over the top is being touched by the Steelers. Here's a try. A simple one. John Plath is the try scorer. A mistake made on the far side. It looked like Andrew Paul's. In the end, it was any one of three players who could have scored for Brisbane. I think you'll find John Plath is the man that put the ball over the line.
The rest of the network will see it live. Those times for Sydney, 6:30, 8:30 Saturday, Sunday 5:30, 7:30. As the attempted conversion bounces away off the boot. And so the scoreline remains at 14 points to 8 in favour of Brisbane.
There's no doubt that they were going for field goal that last play, but the ball went to Glenn Lashless. He was the wrong man. It'll go back this time to Julian O'Neill.
So there it is from Matterson out to Langer. Langer goes for it himself.
Well, there it is.
Yes, it's a goal. Alan Langer gets the extra point for Brisbane.
Oh, the field goals, they finished with a flourish, the Broncos. Haven't kicked one for 5 years, they kicked 2 in 2 weeks.
Well, Julian O'Neill again, I say that he was the man they were looking for, but the dummy half work pretty much epitomised.
Very little time remaining. 15 points to 8 in favour of Brisbane. Siren in the background. Andrew Pauls cleans up for Illawarra, and he's held in goal. That's the end of Friday night football, with Brisbane defeating Illawarra on their home turf by 15 points to 8. So Brisbane, a fortnight's rest before they're asked to play again. Illawarra most definitely will finish in third position and are destined to play St George in the major preliminary semi-final. Brisbane will wait for the winner of that match to come through. And meanwhile, it'll be Western Suburbs versus the question mark. And that'll be decided on Sunday when the Knights of Newcastle play Canberra. What a solid effort by him tonight again, Trevor Gilmeister. So repeating the score, 15 points to 8 in favour of Brisbane.